Uh-oh, Lynn.
Mm.
Uh-oh. We're not a Disney
We are
podcast,
not a Disney
but we're
podcast.
but we're filming another Disney episode. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to the Jungle Hour. Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Welcome
All
everyone.
right.
We have another Disney episode. To continue the trend of what we had episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
We're moving from Magic Kingdom. We're going over to Epcot to do another ride and show ranking. I put together a list. I found 24 shows / rides to do, but I also included a couple old ones that don't exist anymore because they're nostalgic, if you ask me.
Gotta keep it fun.
Lynn, what are your thoughts on Epcot? Do you like the park?
Epcot. I love Epcot. I used to have an Epcot after 4 annual pass. I'm wearing an Epcot shirt right now. That was my favorite park. Now it's no longer my favorite park, but it's a pretty solid park.
What's your favorite then right now?
I think right now it's Animal Kingdom. Biased,
Really?
but yeah.
Oh yeah, you work there.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'll accept that. I think Animal's great. I just think there's not enough to do.
That's fair.
Like there's 2, 3, kinda, 4, 5, 6, kind of 7. There's like maybe 7 or 8 rides. Like there,
Not a lot to do.
it's show focused. That's what Animal Kingdom is.
Animal focused.
hmm Animal focused. Yeah, you're right about that. Um, but yeah, I think we should just get straight into the list. The way I always imagine Epcot, I imagine it like a light bulb. I always imagine you're entering from the base of a light bulb, and then the World Showcase, you're going around the
Oh, that
light
makes
bulb
sense.
section of it. Yeah. So I always start at the base, and I always start with the prettiest girl at school, the Epcot Ball, Spaceship Earth.
I love that ride.
I think it's nostalgic. It's
To-
also a good like way to settle down to begin.
yes.
You know what I mean?
It definitely, like, if that's your first ride of the day, though, or you've been out in the sun all day, it definitely takes your eyes a minute to adjust. But that
Oh
is
yeah.
such a nice ride. There's AC. You can take a nap if you want.
You can thank the Phoenicians.
Yeah,
They invented the alphabet.
they did.
I'll also say my Disney crushes on that ride.
Who?
Black Scientist Lady.
Oh, I love her. She's a
She's so pretty.
legend.
Those tall boots, the giant crazy hair. She just.
The tights, I always found those so fun.
I love her. I have yet to see someone during like the Not So Scary Halloween do her outfit.
I have an
Like I
old
feel like
coworker who did that.
really
Yeah,
for Not So Scary or just for Halloween.
for Not So Scary.
Damn. How have I?
Clipboard.
I've seriously never seen anyone do this, and I wish I have because it'd been like niche enough that not every Disney person would know it.
Yeah, she had the clipboard and everything too, and I was like, I
Damn.
love that idea.
She was committed.
She really was.
I wonder if there's anyone else. I mean, you could cosplay basically as anyone. You could be a caveman with your buddies. You could be some Greeks, some Romans, some Phoenicians. You could be that. Oh,
The
it'd be
faceless
funny.
kid.
Oh, the kid who's trying to sell a newspaper to someone at a
Yeah.
wall. I love him. Hold on. I always make jokes about that kid. Selling newspaper.
Where does face go?
Oh my gosh. Is that
Oh,
his face?
no wonder they turned him to the wall. I mean, I wouldn't want to look at that.
Was this the original? This hat 1991.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's creepy though. That makes sense why he's faced away now.
Why do I feel like the 1991 version is better than whatever that one is over there?
This one?
Yeah,
I bet it's just like time. I mean, the eyes still look droopy if you compare them. There's that
that's
weird bulge on
true.
the side of his lip. I don't know.
I hate that.
What's that? Is his joint exposed?
Is it? Wait, zoom in.
I can't zoom in on this. Hold on, can I?
Oh,
No, I was just gonna keep it small. See, that's why I
dang.
hate trying to zoom on a computer like this. Anyway, though, I'm putting Spaceship Earth because it is continuously moving. It is calming. It tells a good story, and you get to have fun with that uh what is the thing that they always say at the end? It's like the end, or will I say the beginning of your
Of your
future?
future. Oh man, what is that? It's like the create your own life game.
Yeah, we got to put it at flawless.
Yep, flawless for me. S
Nothing
tier.
can beat it. Now, newly opened, and in my opinion, not my favorite. I think it's nice, but it's not my favorite. The Moana water attraction section. I spent both my programs having to deal with my favorite park, essentially just being walls,
Yeah,
having no way to walk between cosmic side, like the space side, to the nature side. It got on my nerves how little space there was, and I missed the nostalgic old Disney where it's like the Epcot water, not what is it called, fountain?
Fountain of Nations.
What is it called?
Fountain of Nations.
And the
I
music that went with it.
miss it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ugh,
Symmetrical, geometric, aesthetically pleasing. Just it had everything you needed. I don't know why they got rid of half the buildings over here,
so good.
why they got rid of this incredible design of architecture, like mist continuously coming out from this. Like it was so calming. And as a kid, it looked like this massive thing. I
Yeah,
know in reality it wasn't mega, but it was still big in comparison to what some things could have been.
right. And my favorite fun fact about that is I believe every single country that's included in World Showcase took a vial of water from their country and on opening day they dumped it in.
If that's a real fact, that's very like not sentimental, but it's like very heartwarming. Like
Yeah,
they were all mixed in and diverse and multicultural.
yeah,
Yeah. But now we have IP taking over, which is the Moana attraction. And yes, it's a great movie. I think it has a great message. I think it has great art style, all that fun stuff. But they're kind of stretching it with this whole like be aware of moving water in your world. Be conservative. Care about nature. It's like at no
yeah.
point did Moana talk about that. The whole thing about Moana was like what, finding your own path?
I could not tell you.
Not me either.
Every
I
single
think
time I watch that movie,
it's just peanut gallery.
yeah, I just can't pay attention.
Damn. Because it because I did it once the summer we just had.
Hmm.
I done it and like it was cool,
Yeah,
but it was also just like crowded and people mess up the sensitive equipment like the waterfall that you walk through or like the hand thing. So it
mhm.
just gets buggered up a lot easier. And Disney did their classic we're going to do virtual queue really annoyed me. So I was kind of
Oh,
just like I'm just going to do it just so I can say I can do it, just so I can get some good pictures of the area and get out of here, in all
yeah.
honesty. Sorry. I want to put it at C again because of all the walls that it put up.
For me, I'm leaning towards not a fan. Like, it's something,
Whoa.
yeah. I mean, I went through
I've been
it.
spitting just anger about it, and you're the one putting it at a lower level than I am.
I mean, I've done it about 3 times, and it was, like, nothing
Damn.
special. Like, I didn't really interact or anything, I pretty much just walked through it, and I think, like, an issue with that particular attraction is because it is so interactive, it's hard to get a chance to do anything because there's so many people going through. I don't think they
Hmm.
should have, like, a queue or anything for it, like, that's kinda silly, but
Yeah.
it's like, I saw what I saw and I just walked through, and that
I'll
was
put it
it.
at D. I'll agree with you. It kind of really buggered it up. And then
Yeah.
there's those one or two buildings that were just open. What are they called?
I don't know. They look like a university, like atrium or something. They're very
Yeah, they're
modern.
not like very exciting. Like there's okay, it's not.
Was it
Oh,
Communicore? I thought they renamed it
wasn't
though.
Communicore like the old one?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was art styles like this that they kept showing off, and it's like, whoa, it's so modern, but still like retro style. And then
Yeah,
the actual building, it's basically just
so
a big
bad.
rectangle.
So bad. And they scrapped that too. The concept art you just showed, they
Hmm.
scrapped that, I think.
The whole thing?
Hmm. I don't think they're building that now.
Bring back Communicore and all those fun rides that we'll get to
Please.
later on in this episode because I've added some throwbacks, like I said. But let's go over to the next ride. Let's go to something that I truly love. And I hope Lyn loves too, because I actually haven't talked to Lyn about this ride. Cosmic
Ooh.
Rewind. Thoughts?
Thoughts? I have to say, I really enjoy it. To me, it's what Tron wishes it could be, and it's basically like Space Mountain's
Whoa.
like cool older brother or younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a great ride, and I think all of the aspects except for the pre-show are great.
You don't like the pre-shows?
No.
Why not? You get to see Terry Crews.
I hate pre-shows. I think they're a waste of time. Like, I know they're there to keep people distracted while the line's still moving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the pre-show, and then I hate that second room because you're pushed into that last and final room before you get on the ride, and there's like alarms blaring, and it
It
just
scares you.
you're like cattle. Yes, I hate it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a good ride.
Pre-shows are always just a distraction of no, no, no. You're at the end of the first line. Now you have to join the second line.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the first pre-show where you're staring up like this at like for 2 billion years the earth was the thing and then there's other galaxies. It's like I'm either front of the line so
Yeah.
that I can get into the pre-show early and make a right to get to the actual entrance,
Hmm.
or I'm further back and I can watch it properly, but then I'm getting pushed by all these other people.
It's just you can't win.
Hmm. And then I do like the second one though, where we get teleported,
Hmm.
which spoiler alert, the walls just lift. That's
Yeah.
why they make you stand inside of a dotted circle with the flashing lights because they don't want your bag to get snagged on something or you to lean on something and then
Hmm.
back of the head, boink.
I will say that is a really cool pre-show room, and I love the video they have playing in there. I think it opens the guest up to the world that they're about to step into once they walk through those doors and give them a backstory.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's the only thing though is they didn't make it a Guardian sequel, which is the weird part because
Right.
it's very clear that this takes place after 1 but before 2. But at the end of 1, Groot died and was reborn. And in the second movie, he was only a baby. But in the show, he's a full grown adult. So that means that either something different happened in this universe where he
Hmm.
didn't have to die and sacrifice himself, but he rather grew back, or like something totally different where he didn't even actually end up sacrificing himself. Have you seen Guardians?
No, but I
Am
can.
I talking nonsense? Am I talking nonsense right
To
now?
me, yes. But can I just say something? I don't like Groot. Because when they.
What?
All right, let me say something. When they had the walls up around Guardians, when it was still being built, they had like this clip art of Groot or whatever, and he basically. Why is his ass so defined if he's a tree? Like this
Yo,
clip art, like
chill.
had him so defined. I'm like,
He was
what
double
is going
cheeked up.
on? Yeah,
Okay,
like he's just a
so
tree.
let me give you a rundown. So, Groot sacrifice. So this is the villain
Okay.
of Guardians 1, Ronan. And this is essentially like infinite energy. So he's using that to destroy another planet
Yeah.
whose government and military was against his species form of tyranny.
Okay.
So he took it upon himself to rebel against this new military in another part of the universe.
Mhm.
So before they got on the planet, they were on Ronan's ship. It was
Okay.
crashing, and Groot grew himself out to surround everyone, and he just kept on growing vines and twigs to like embellish himself so
Mhm.
that everyone was like safe inside the Groot bubble.
It's kind of
And then it
freak.
gets really emotional because Rocket and Groot are like you know this. Groot and
Yeah.
Rocket like grew up together essentially
Yeah, they're like
for the most part.
BFFs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they besties. So Rocket gets sad, and then Groot says, "We are Groot." So it's like the first time he didn't say, "I am Groot."
Okay.
So then they land. The Guardians are safe, and then Groot is destroyed. Besides like one twig, which is how he grew back.
Um,
Um, so when he grew back, like I said, he was a baby. So
right.
him being in, let me just do a quick search for the cosmic one. Cosmic Rewind
Yep.
pre-show Guardians.
Wasn't he adult Groot?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So like because you can see it right here, like that is full grown Groot.
Wait.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like they could have made him a baby, and then it could have been like, yeah, so this is after the second movie, and this could have been something that did happen, but kind of like this Disney twist of things.
That's so weird.
So they just made their own universe. It's not my thing. The ride itself, I think, is awesome. I think the mechanics, the design, the story, I think it fits so well. And I like that it's like you can get different songs.
I love it.
However, I have ridden this ride more times than I can count because I did the Disney program and I had a lot of free time. I cannot tell you how many times I ran of the 6 songs. There are 6 songs you can get. Disco Inferno, September, One Way or Another, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, I Ran, and Conga.
Congo.
I have not gotten Conga at all. It took me forever to get September once. I got Everybody Wants to Rule the World a handful of times. I got September a handful of times, Disco less times, but it's my favorite. And then I Ran so often. I got it 3 times in a row, and the odds of that happening is somewhere in like the 1 in 200 odds.
Can we please ride together? Because I only get everything else except Iran. I still have not had Iran.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I do wish, I love the current lineup, but I wish they would take some of the songs that play when you're exiting the ride, because those are songs that were rejected, and I wish
Mhm.
they would like switch them out or something, because I think 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton would be really fun on this.
I actually did um, a little thing with my friends on the Disney program
Hmm.
on the first time I did the program. I did a little poll or like a question thing. I was like, "What songs do you think would go well on Cosmic Rewind?" And
Hmm.
I still have it saved actually. Let me pull it up real quick.
Ooh.
So it's basically, I think the rules that we tried to establish was anything between the 70s and the 90s so that it still fit the idea of what Guardians is.
Hmm.
So obviously we have the original 6 on the thing. And then I'll name off a couple that I think are good. No Sleep Till Brooklyn from Beastie Boys. However, they did use that in the third Guardians, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. My friend said Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue.
Oh,
There's
that would be a
accents. I
good
don't know how to
one.
pronounce it.
You said it right.
Um, Don't Bring Me Down by Electric Light Orchestra would be fun because they have Mr. Blue Sky in the second movie, so it still
That would be
fits
fun.
like the bands. Head Over Heels would be another one similar to Everybody Wants to Rule the World because it's not aggressive, but it's still like that dream sequence of like floating in the air.
Very mellow.
Hmm. Mine that I thought was fun was Take on Me. That's kind of like the conga equivalent, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
And it's also like kind of a meme, kind of a joke for our generation, so people would really resonate with it.
Yeah. I
And then the
just,
last one I'll say from this list was Panama from Van Halen.
oh, Van Halen. That would be a
Van
good
Halen,
one.
yeah. That would be amazing if you ask me.
I would love that. I think a good option, this is going to sound crazy, but I love this song more than
Hmm.
anyone knows. Imagine sitting there getting ready to take off on Guardians. All of a sudden you hear never gonna
Oh
give you
my
up.
god.
Like, can
You're
you
gonna Rick
imagine?
roll people?
Yes, like that would be fun. I would love that. I love that song, like genuinely.
Hmm. It'd be funny if it was something as well where it's like, you know how if there's an issue with the ride, they'll do like, we're going back
Oh
all the
yeah.
way back, and they like kind of delay it. It'd be
Mhm.
funny if you knew you're getting um Rick rolled if you hear Drax go, why don't I hit shuffle on the playlist? And then it starts playing. I think that'd be good.
That'd be fun.
Shit, how have I not added that to the list? I gotta add that now. Okay, but I want to say this is an S tier ride. Like, no one can get enough of this ride, and they've had Virtual Queue last forever just because of how good it is.
Yeah.
Now,
Ooh.
throwing back, we're going to do a little rewind, like Cosmic Rewind. And we're going to talk about Ellen's Energy Adventure with Bill Nye, which I need to pull up pictures for that because I don't think enough people know exactly what it is.
I really liked this ride as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Like, so it's the same building. This is
Yep.
the original building. And obviously, spoiler alert, that big blue box next to the entry of Guardians, that's where the actual ride takes place. I don't think enough people know that because, yeah, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
So basically, Ellen goes through time with Bill Nye and learns about fossil fuels, renewable energies, and like the dinosaur section actually lasts a good amount of time because they make a lot of animatronics for it.
I love that.
Whoa,
Ooh.
that can't be real.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. The freaky snake. But yeah, I'll be honest, I think every time I went to Epcot, I begged my parents to go on this ride. And I want to blame Ellen's Energy Adventure for getting me into like the engineering world of things, like the science side of things. So I'm like, how does a solar panel work? How does wind power work?
Oh. I love that.
You went on this ride. You must have.
Yeah. I definitely remember this ride. I love the pre-show. It was like so fun. It was Jeopardy. Ellen was on
Mhm.
Jeopardy, and they were like asking like, "What is fossil fuels?" And that's when like Bill Nye came in to help. And then you sat down. I remember in this giant theater in those cars, and then you went through everything. And then the last like 20 minutes, this was a long ride too. I think like the last like 10 to 20 minutes was like a video that you just watched.
Yeah.
But there's like
I mean, yeah,
AC.
yeah, it was mainly I mean, it was just a big car. I don't know how easily people can see this for the
Yeah.
podcast. But it's just a very big car that moves and I think there's 3. There's like the centered one and the angled ones. And yeah, it was just a big pre-show, a bit of animatronics and then a post-show. But either way, you got to sit inside and take a load off.
Yeah. And the nice thing about those cars too, they were benches. So like if it was just
Mhm.
you, I remember like laying down on my parents and
Oh
taking a
my
nap.
gosh. When we get to Hollywood Studios, I have a story for Great Movie Ride. I'm going to save it.
Ooh.
It's a
Okay.
bit embarrassing, but it's very funny because it's similar to that where it's like I was laying down and
Yeah.
no spoiler, no spoiler. I'm not gonna
No
spoil.
spoilers.
No spoilers. But it was a little slow, I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I think it's a good ride at the
Yeah,
end
I
of
would say
things.
a good ride. Um,
Mhm.
but I can't let us move on to the next ride without talking about the Ellen animatronic. Have you seen it like up close? Remember we were
Ellen.
talking about the Trump animatronic in Hall of Presidents?
Uh-huh.
This one is
What?
like its competitor.
What?
Is that
This
not
can't be
scary?
real.
Oh, that's real.
Why does it look like that? Oh my gosh.
I
Oh
wish I
yeah, that's the
knew.
video for the
Yeah,
yeah. Is it because of its age? Like, did the plastic go bad?
maybe? But they actually brought it onto her show when the ride shut down and closed.
Oh my gosh, I can't play the video because So
Copyright.
the video from episode 5 when we went on Shark Tank, I actually got a copyright strike. I don't know if I told you this at one.
You did not.
I did. It said something about like Sony Pictures and then like dash Disney owns the rights to this video. So we didn't have the audio, so I think that's why it's like I didn't get in trouble, but it
Yeah.
said if you get monetized, there could be repercussions or like take backs from this one episode. So if I got monetized on episode 5,
See.
I wouldn't make money off of it because of a I think 30-second section. I think it goes from 11 minutes 28 seconds until 11 minutes 52 seconds or something like that. Because we looked at Shark
That's
Tank. We didn't even play
crazy.
audio.
I forgot Shark Tank is technically owned by Disney because it's on ABC.
But like I didn't fucking play the audio. I was just showing them the sandbag thing, the storm bag.
That's
Like,
crazy.
damn. If I knew that, I would have just stayed on Google. So
Yeah.
I don't trust this. I don't want Ellen to take away my money if we get monetized.
Ellen's gonna take everything away. You know how she is.
Ooh,
Rawr.
I think we gotta have to do a whole episode about that.
Oh yeah.
People that turn controversial, because wasn't there some stuff with Ellen lately?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
like it was weird things like people realized Ellen was a bully on the show and like her like some people that worked with her were like she's not the nicest person.
Yeah. Actually, that's not true, Ellen.
What? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yes. And she's like, I did invite you to my wedding. She goes, no, you didn't. He goes, yes, I did. Last time I was here, I gave you an invitation, hand to hand.
Iconic.
Damn. Good for her for calling her out like that, not taking any
Iconic.
shit. Okay. Next episode. Next ride. Mission Space.
This one
Puke
is
City.
this one's a might ride for me.
It's a might ride. I will
Yeah.
agree with you. I'm just gonna throw it there just so that we have it. And do you do green or do you do orange?
I do orange.
Yeah. You have fun.
Oh, I do.
You're not a buzzkill.
No, I've never done green, but I low-key want to do it just to see what it's like.
It can't be fun. It's
No.
just because you're do you even spin? I think at most you would do this stuff because the orange is because you're doing that.
I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely thought green was you just sit in a room that shows the video that plays.
I don't know. Either way, I feel like green would just be button clicking, flipping a switch. I'll be honest, when I'm
Yeah.
sitting there and I'm waiting for them to start, I flip every switch and I pretend like
It's so fun.
it's the sensory overload, but like in a positive way.
Yeah.
It's that's why so many people need fidget toys. It's because they're used to playing with shit like that at Disney.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
gonna say
little
my friend's name. I'm gonna give her a nickname for the show.
Okay.
My friend Buccee. She went on Mission Space with me because I asked her to. And I insisted that we did orange. I was like, no, it's not that bad, not bad that. And Buccee said, oh, but don't you do you like isn't it aggressive? I'm like, no, Buccee, it's fine. You'll be fine. She had matcha tea before
Oh,
that, like a cold drink from Starbucks.
yeah.
And matcha tea came out of her afterwards. So now she
Oh.
has like borderline PTSD of drinking a matcha drink because all she can think about is, "Ugh."
Poor Bucky.
I'm sorry, Buccee, if you're watching this. Next on the list though is Test Track, and I only did the current one. I'm not gonna do the next one because we don't know what it is, and I'm not gonna do the old one because it gives me actual PTSD. Because oh my god, is this terrifying to look at? And when you are a child, like I was, I actually like was so scared. The scent in the place as well made me feel like I was actually gonna die.
What, you don't want to be a test dummy?
Why the fuck would I want to be a test dummy, Lindsay?
That was such like a weird concept.
It was very like look, like the idea of these like the black and white checkered and yellow makes me think like hazard, danger, bad, bad, bad.
I think of a
And then
taxi.
and then look, they have them sitting there. It's like I don't like to look at mannequins like this.
That's creepy.
And then the people are just like, I'm gonna send you off. Bye. You're gonna
Bye.
die. Bye. And then they actually showed you a video of like, we're gonna make a crash test system, and you're gonna be our crash test dummies. It's like, no, I don't want that.
There was like an ad they did with the Crash Test Dummies, but they were more like not virtual, but they were creepy.
They're creepy.
Yeah.
Why did they actually move?
Yeah. It was like if
Hmm.
someone was wearing like a prosthetic to be a crash test dummy. It was really creepy.
Yeeks. Not my thing.
No.
The modern one though, you actually get to make a ride or you get to make a car, and it's so fun seeing the variety of people that are like, I'm taking this dead serious and I'm a complete idiot.
Yeah.
Or I'm a girl and they make a small pink car with sparkles.
Don't call me out like that.
I'm gonna call you out like that.
Don't call me out.
I think Disney would do well if they also did like they uploaded that software to a website like a Disney website, and you could make the car at home just for fun.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And then see how it performs like on a theoretical level, the same way these cars theoretically work.
Yeah, like a virtual website.
And then people that are really into cars, they can do like every minute detail to sculpt it, and then like the 3 point alignment adjustment that you can do.
Mhm.
Like people would eat that up. I would
Oh
eat that
yeah.
up, and I don't even like cars that much. Um, I'm I'm thinking great or good. How do you feel about Test Track?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's great like the current iteration. Just
Okay.
because I don't like the queue. I think the queue is very boring. I don't want to look at cars, like I'm not car
Oh
shopping,
yeah.
but the ride itself is pretty good. So for me, I'm leaning with good ride, and I think some people might argue like, "Oh, well, a queue isn't the ride." To me, as soon as you step in the doors of the ride, that's where like the ride
Yep.
begins. Like the
Yep.
theming.
And especially if you're Disney, you make the queue for the ride. You
Yeah.
don't just make a queue for the sake of a queue. I also, like you said, I find it so funny that there's actual like cars on display when you exit Test Track. I would love to meet two people of the millions that go to Disney who say, "Man, I'm so inspired by Test Track. I'm gonna get a new Chevrolet.
Let me buy a car.
Let me buy a car after this expensive vacation." Next on our list, which still exists, Club Cool, Coca Cola.
Ooh, one of
I
those
love.
attractions, not a ride.
I mean, it counts. If
Yeah.
you go to Epcot and you don't go to Club Cool, you didn't go to Epcot.
Yeah, I would start to question you.
hmm Do you even know what park you're at? Do you know where you are?
No. Without
It's
Club
so
Pool,
fun
it's
as
just a regular
it's
park.
so exactly. It's so fun going with people who have never been, and you gaslight them into thinking Beverly's a good drink as well.
I mean, Beverly's not that bad. It's like sparkling water, but it's the aftertaste that is not
Yeah, the
good.
aftertaste is hand sanitizer. What do you mean? Don't you can't just
No, because it's gross. Hand sanitizer. Ew.
Oh, I thought you were shaking your head like, no, it doesn't taste like that.
No, it's gross.
If I'm remembering the drinks correctly, I believe it's hand sanitizer, uh, a slight lemony taste, orange, just straight fruit punch, the best flavor of watermelon, carbonated barbecue sauce,
Yep.
cucumber Sprite,
So good.
and then what's Viva again?
Uh, I don't
No,
know.
I can't read that. Damn it! I miss the old Club Cool though.
Me too. It was so whimsical and fun, and
hmm
their melon drink that they had was so good.
Like this is aesthetically pleasing. The modern one, it's just like a wall. There's four. Oh, here, perfect.
Yeah.
It's just a wall. Like I understand space efficiency, but you're taking away from like design and
hmm
like architecture, if you ask me.
I think it smells so rank in there too. And like the bad thing
You
is,
think so?
yes, and the bad thing
Well,
is the roof connects to um creations, so it
mhm.
always smells that bad in
And
creation.
it's not like the wall goes all the way up. If you look up,
Yeah.
it's just like a big gap between what the actual ceiling is and where the wall finishes.
I
I don't
hate
get it.
that.
I think the current Club Cool is good, and the old one was great.
That's how I feel. I don't know. This is gonna be a hot take. Club Cool in its current form, it's kind of like a might ride for me. But I would say it's like a great place to get a soda, just like a
hmm
quick sip if you don't want to buy a drink. So I'm gonna say good ride because of that.
You're gonna say great ride?
No, good ride.
Oh, good ride.
Did I say great ride?
I don't know. I'm like half asleep right now, if I'm being fully honest. I've had a
Me
long
too.
day. Um, Next on the list doesn't exist because of Moana or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Either way, it makes me upset. The Great Piggy Bank Adventure.
This one's not ringing a bell for me.
Yeah, because you probably didn't do it.
Oh, well, spill. I want to know what it is.
So you get a physical piggy bank. This thing is dense. As a child, like this thing weighs a good amount. I think like just as a person, it weighs a lot. So you get this piggy bank. Here he is in his glory.
Oh,
Look how
he's
cute he
cute.
is. It's a fun shape though. So you put him on a conveyor belt. So like this right here, and he goes into like an interactive touchscreen thing, because this is when touchscreens were the newest hip wow
Ooh.
wonderful thing. So you do all these different mini games, and you take your piggy bank from one to the next to the next to the next, and it teaches you as a kid like the importance of savings, the importance of investing, the importance of getting education, and like all these other things, because like if you did something in one game, it would improve what could happen in the next game.
Yeah.
And me being like super competitive, I did whatever it took to get like the highest number.
You're so
And
competitive.
yeah, like okay, I use the word competitive. I think I'm wrong when I say that. I think it just makes me very like excited about that kind of stuff. I think that's
Mhm.
the word, because I'm not competing against anyone. Like I never said like I got more than you, my sister, or whatever. Like I just was kind of wanting myself to get a higher number. And I genuinely think that's why I'm like nowadays I'm so like I got to save money, I got to put money aside. I can have fun, but I got to put more money aside than I have
Yeah.
fun. Cuz that's what I did in the game. I always was like, "Oh, I want to go on vacation. Oh, but I should save. Oh, I should get a cheaper car." Like I always did the good things.
Mhm.
I think it's a flawless ride. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna save another ride for that. I think this is a great ride because it
I've
teaches you a lot as a child.
I've never done it, and now I'm like sad. I wish I did.
You got to go back. You got to do a little rewind, and
Cosmic Rewind.
you got to jump back.
All the way back.
Yeah, it's a great ride. I'm gonna go to a flawless ride. That is sum of all thrills.
Agreed.
When I tell you this is the true reason I'm an engineer or a student, but I'm still studying. I'm still doing well. I got 100 on 2 assignments I just got back, and I'm very proud of those.
So proud.
So proud. You essentially, for those who don't know and unfortunately can never ride it, you got again iPads because hip wow, and they had two physical things that you actually held and like you used to measure things. So it's this ruler in the left hand and a knob on the right hand. So essentially, what would happen is you would choose an easy ride, a moderate, or an aggressive ride. And aggressive was just like the most exciting turns and flips and all this stuff.
Mhm.
And obviously, the basic one was for people like the green, where it's like you get motion sick, but you still want to do it.
Yeah.
So what happens is there's, let's say, I don't remember all the details, so I feel like a fake fan, but it's been a long time. So let's say there's 4 segments of the ride. In the first segment, you're given 3 options. One is a corkscrew, one is a spiral, one is a hard bank, and then a twist up, like that kind of stuff. So you choose the one that you want. And also, those have a ranking. So not only is it an aggressive ride with only aggressive options, there's also like lower options, but kind of intense. So you got a lot of creativity with these things.
Very interactive.
So like this one, someone chose 2 loops and it goes whoop and it goes whoop. So what would happen is you would put the ruler down and you say, I want it to be this tall, like the maximum height. But then to have it be that big, you need a certain amount of speed to go into it. So then you put the dial down and you say, I need it to be this quick. And now that I look at it, it looks like there's genuine math going on. And when you twist it, it affects this number in the middle, which is the velocity.
Oh,
I
that's
never
cool.
paid attention to that. I only paid attention to the colors.
Mhm.
So it was very clear that it was like, okay, if I crank it up, oh, it's red. I got to go down a little. And I was so finicky because I'm like, I want every last mile per hour to maximize.
Yeah.
So after you put all your segments together, you get into this, which I have a better view here. So these are open. You and your friend sit down backwards, and then it comes down and closes. And do you remember uh those what is it called? The ride simulators at like arcade?
Yes.
Those wish they could be some of all thrills.
They really
Typhoon
do.
Typhoon? Yeah, these things. These are fun, but some of all thrills knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
So then when it closes, um, it can be. I doubt I'll be able to find a photo of or anything. But if you chose the easy one, it would be like grassy land. If you chose the medium one, it would look like snow. If you chose the hardest one, it would be like Oh wait, I just saw something. Hold on. Oh here. So you're either in a bobsled a roller coaster, or a jet. So the jet went through
Ooh.
like a rocky terrain. It was really
Mhm.
cool. Oh, I miss this so much.
I have like the Sum of All Thrills card that they give to you where you load
Hmm.
your
Your
thing on.
ride.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I still have it.
I had a bunch, and I think I saved my favorite one because I think you were able to search it up at one point, like what was inside the card. I saved my favorite one, and the other cards I got rid of because I didn't want to have like a ton. I saved
Yeah,
every card when I made it, and I think
nice.
most trips I did some ball thrills twice. So one time my mom had to go up with me, the other time my dad had to go up with me, so they didn't get super motion sickness.
Yeah,
But this is a flawless ride.
flawless. I miss that.
I miss it so much. Now let's head over to the nature. Not is it nature? What is the
Wor-
area
I
called?
think it's World Nature.
World Nature. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
now
head
it
to World
is.
Nature and let's go in the seas with Nemo and friends.
I gotta say, good ride.
You think it's a good ride?
Yeah, there's never usually a wait, and if there is, it's
Mm-hmm.
because the queue is empty, so you only have to walk through it.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say this: I've noticed a lot of issues with the projectors. So if
Yep.
they fix the projectors and they actually like lined up with one another, it'd be great.
Mhm.
Also at the seas is Turtle Talk, which is fun, but I feel like you're more likely to get an awkward set of questions than like an exciting moment. Like, have you seen the
Yeah.
videos where it's like, "What's your favorite food?" "Oh, I like kelp." "What do you like?" And then the guy goes, "I like turtle soup."
Yeah,
And
it's
then
really
like Crush
awkward.
hides. Like,
I
it's hard. I'm not a fan of it, but I might ride it. I think I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan. Honestly, I
Hmm.
never did Turtle Talk with Crush until recently, and even
Hmm.
then, I don't know, it's like awkward. I feel like if maybe I had a child or something, it would be like, more fun, like, oh, come on, little Timmy, go talk to Crush. But as an
Hmm.
adult, it's just kind of weird sitting there and like watching little kids talk to Crush, and then their questions to Crush are kind of silly
No, exactly. Yeah.
and it's awkward.
You just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Getting away from the seas and heading to the nature section. I did Awesome Planet recently for the first time. I thought it's actually a lot of fun.
I love Awesome Planet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
is it big? Do you like Modern Family?
I mean, I've never watched it.
Oh, so you don't even know? Oh my god,
No, no, but I know
Lynn,
that.
Lynn, 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 Lynn. Do you know why they chose the voice actor they did for this ride?
No.
Because it's the same guy who voices, I think Phil Dunphy is his name. I'm also a slight fan because yeah, Phil Dunphy. So
Yeah.
do you know what Phil Dunphy does in Modern Family?
No.
He's like a real estate agent. Like he sells houses.
Yeah.
So what is he doing in Awesome Planet?
Selling us the
He's
planet.
selling you Earth.
Oh, that makes
See, the
sense.
hamster in your brain is running. He's doing little
Okay.
wheels. Damn, you liked it and you didn't even know that fact?
I no, I just like it because it's very like interactive. You got the wind going. It's like very 4D.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you
It's
get
the
like
proper kind
wet?
of 4D. Yo,
Don't they
what?
don't they spray you with water or something? Or am I thinking of something else?
Kind of freaky ass movie are you watching with Phil Dunphy? God damn. Getting you wet and spraying you with water? I think I'm gonna
Oh my
avoid riding it at this point.
god. No. I okay, never mind. I know there's a giant like
Oh god.
you're gaslighting me. I know there's like a giant wind fan.
Shit.
I thought there was like more like interactive like 4D. Okay, can I say something?
If it's about getting wet, I don't want to hear it.
I mean, it kind of has to do with that. Like,
Oh
if you look
no.
when you walk into Awesome Planet, like on the wall, they have like this design, but to me, it just looks like a bunch of dicks.
Whoa.
Look it
Whoa.
up, look it up.
Right out front?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome Planet, like the waiting room that you wait in, the pre-show room.
Oh, you hate pre-shows.
Yeah, this one's not that bad though. Like, you need a picture of the carpet in there.
This carpet?
Y- Yes, but like we need it bigger so the audience can see.
I think you have a dirty mind, Lynn.
No, I promise this is a thing.
Not riding it. Avoid
Ish.
riding.
Oh
Okay,
my
no. I'll
gosh.
give you the leeway and say where you want to put this
Okay.
wet, dick-filled ride.
I'm gonna say might ride. It's not something I ride all the time.
Okay, fair, fair. Here's something I will ride every time.
Living with the land.
Live with the land.
Oh yeah.
This has to be flawless. They
It's
always
so
have
good.
rotating vegetables and like plants. They always have just like the proper amount of AC, and it's never too busy. Like even if there's a line, I'll say to myself, I'm gonna ride this.
I love the queue, the artwork and the quotes. I think that's so beautiful.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
love it.
There's one song that makes me think of Live with the Land every time. I want to see if I can find it quickly. It's like, oh no, what is it? What is it? Here, I'm gonna have to search up the lyrics. Like
Okay.
I'm alive again. Oh, Adventure of a Lifetime by Coldplay.
Not Coldplay.
Do you know what I mean? Like when it's showing like the
Yeah.
I don't want to say Chinese because I don't want to make a wrong assumption, but the Asian little girl in the red, and then like the Indian girl, and then like
Yeah.
the Asian man, like the older Asian man.
Yeah,
You know
like
when
at
it
the
shows
end of the
that section?
ride with the
Yeah,
pan
and you know
flute.
how yeah, it's instrumental. Is that not similar to the like instrumental section of Adventure of a Lifetime?
To me, I'm not seeing the vision here, but
Okay,
I also haven't
everyone.
listened to that song in a while.
Okay, we're listening to it after we record.
Okay.
Everyone at home, if you watch this episode and you have been on Living with the Land and you can picture the music at the very end, pause this. Well, let me finish my statement, then pause this. Go on YouTube, find this song, listen to the instrumental section, and try to imagine the end of Living with the Land. I promise you, they are like identical. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We'll see.
Soren, we're moving away from this because I'm ranting now. Soren is great. It is
Yeah,
not
it's a great
flawless.
ride.
And I say that because I went to Disneyland and it's the exact same as the one at Epcot. They didn't keep the original. So you don't get a different experience when you go to a different park. It would have been flawless if they did that. And I also think the scents get mixed up a lot. Like they need to clean them because I smell grass when it should be an orange section and I smell orange when it should be like a sand section.
I haven't had that happen to me, but I don't know. I think it's
Hmm.
weird that they have the same version. I think it would be fun if they did multiple.
Exactly. Like it'd add more variety to being a Disney fan.
I know they had Soarin' over California, but that was like a limited run out here.
Exactly. I don't know why they got rid of it. You know, it's another thing I think would be like exciting to
Hmm.
keep Soren like fresh. So have I don't know how they could do this because I'm thinking like there's two approaches. Either some days of the week have it be this setup, or certain times of the day have it this setup. Do Soren over Marvel or Soren over Disney. So it's you would go through like Coco section, and then you'll go through Batu, and then you'll go through Wakanda. I think Wakanda would be really cool. So basically, like Disney IP areas
Yeah.
with the same aesthetic. And the thing is, they could very easily do 3D renders and camera movement of the same design, but then keep it so that there's like, you know, it's now a Disney feel, it's a Marvel feel,
Yeah.
it's a Star Wars feel. You know what I mean?
The vibe I'm getting from that idea is like if Flight of Passage and Mickey's Philharmonic had a baby.
And I'm fine with that. I think
That would
that'd be
be really
fun.
fun.
Hmm. Next on the list,
Flawless.
don't even say that about Figment.
I love Figment.
Nope.
He's my
What do you?
baby.
He's annoying.
He's
He creeps me out.
he's cute. That's why I like him.
You know what scares me?
What?
The butterfly in Figment. Where does it go?
The butterfly. Oh, it's an optical illusion.
Nope, it disappears. And
No,
every time it disappears, it's right when I look away. I'm talking to a friend or I look at something and then poof, it's gone.
that's crazy.
I'm
But
just,
that is the best though.
I don't know. I just, not my thing.
When Figment farts, did you know it's actually burned coffee beans? Like if you close
Really?
your eyes, yeah. Let's say you were wearing like noise canceling headphones and like you close your eyes and you didn't hear or like see Figment farting. Like
Yeah.
your brain's gonna process it as like over roasted coffee beans, like burnt coffee beans. But because
Interesting.
your mind sees him farting, it automatically processes like, ew, this smell.
You.
Ew.
I don't know. I'm still gonna put it. I have the control of the mouse, so I'm gonna put it at avoid
All
riding.
right, all right.
Next three are kind of like an interactive thing. It's not something like a ride or a show.
Mhm.
I still put it on here because this was my childhood. I obsessively wanted to do every single uh, pavilion.
Yeah.
It's the secret agent mission. So I put down Kim Possible because that's the first one they made.
Mhm.
And then when Kim Possible phased out, they changed it to be Agent P. And then when that phased out, now it's DuckTales. Just Kim Possible because I grew up with it and it's like very nostalgic. I want to say like it was flawless. It was the perfect execution.
I definitely did it, but I don't remember it. That's my issue. But I love Kim Possible as a kid, so I would say flawless.
Okay, perfect. I actually didn't watch Kim Possible growing up. I think I was born when it happened, I think. Or I was too young for it when it came out.
Wow.
It came out in 2002. I was born in 2002. I would have been like what, 4 months old, 5 months old?
Dang, I would have been 2.
Damn.
That's
I don't know what the
crazy.
right age is to watch Kim Possible or Perry the Platypus. I just remember watching it when I was like a preteen, like all those ages.
Yeah.
Perry the Platypus was good. I
Mhm.
feel I feel bad if I put 2 at Great Ride, but I also love Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, and I feel like that one was really fun too because when they pushed out My Disney Experience, they also had the option where you can do it through the app. Because
Oh
I
yeah,
remember Kim Possible was like a text, like
it
to
was a
your
phone.
phone.
No, no, it was a phone they gave you, and that was
Oh,
the same as
okay.
Perry the Platypus.
That's so weird because I remember I used to go to Epcot and I would get a text from Major Monogram.
On your
Like
iPhone.
yeah, yeah, but it was like through the My Disney Experience app, and it was like if you want to do the game, say yes or something, or like I just had to click a button. Like Major Monogram would text me, and I was like, why is he hitting me up?
You don't recognize this?
No.
What?
Yeah, I didn't.
I,
I
n-
didn't do it
I
that
never
way.
used it. I never used it on my iPhone. I always used it on like the thing they give you.
That's crazy.
Where's Monogram? Damn, he's cross dressing. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let me make it
He
clear.
looks cute. He's blonde.
Anyways, I okay. Maybe it is flawless because you had the option.
Yeah, but I don't
Now
know how long that ran for.
enough. It ran for enough time.
Yeah.
Now it's Ducktales, and I'll say this: it's only good because they don't even have the ability. They don't have the option for a flip phone. So it's kind of just taken away from like the excitement of, oh, I'm a secret spy. It's like, no, you're using your iPhone that like listens to you, so you're
Yeah.
not a secret agent in any capacity.
That makes sense. I mean, I haven't done that
Hmm.
one, but thinking about it, because I remember when I did well, I mean, I didn't do it, but I remember getting the text,
Hmm.
they were like phasing to the iPhone, like in the app. So I
On
think,
Ducktales.
no, 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 for Phineas and Ferb. So I think
Hmm.
because they were like, oh, this actually works, let's just switch it up to DuckTales.
Yeah,
Makes
I mean
sense.
it's only good because it just I think it's easier for parents.
Hmm.
But as a kid, I don't like a kid is already glued to an iPhone. I
Right.
feel like you're just reinforcing that habit.
Hmm.
And then also you don't get to do the Dropbox thing, which is the coolest part. Like, you know, in spy movies where you see them snap the phone because it's like this message will self-destruct, like that stuff.
Yeah.
So they don't even get to do that kind of fun thing where it's like I gotta hide the evidence and I gotta put it in
Ooh.
the Dropbox. It's just like I have my iPhone, I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Yeah. See you later.
Hmm. There's not a lot of rides and shows I was able to add for World Showcase. but I think that's convenient because we're at like nearing 55 minutes, so that's
Yeah.
perfectly okay. First one, and then here's another thing, Lindsay. Do you
Hmm.
when you go to World Showcase, if you enter from the front entrance, do you make a left to Mexico or do you make a right to Canada?
Ooh, I used to be a Canada girl and I would go get the maple popcorn, but I feel
Mm.
like
Is that where the
within
sweet treat addiction began?
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
within the past few years though I go through Mexico because I want a margarita.
Oh my god. So you grew up basically.
Yeah.
Damn. I always did Mexico simply because it made sense. It
Hmm.
just feels right because Mexico feels really close in proximity, but then Canada, it feels like you got to go through refreshment. Whoops, you got to go through refreshment,
Yeah.
and then you got to go through the other stuff,
It
which is in
feels
the when we're talking in episode 5 about that Borsan poutine.
mhm.
Ugh, not my thing.
I want to try it so I can't say anything.
Please don't waste your money. But I'm gonna start left just because of my brain. And you said you now do Mexico as
Yeah.
well. First ride is the 3 capybaras.
Caballeros, the three
What did
caballeros.
I just say?
Capybaras, capybaras.
Oh, that's completely the wrong name. Whoops. Caballeros?
Yeah.
I cannot do the accent, so I'm not even going to attempt the name. The Ride with Donald Duck and 2 other birds. This is flawless.
I love it.
I love it so much.
I love it.
However, right next to it is, in my opinion, like a glow down, the Frozen Ever After one.
Mhm.
Or, no, is it Frozen Ever After? Or what is
Yeah,
it called?
Frozen Ever After.
I just don't like the animatronic heads are very.
I don't like that they're screens.
Yes, like the projection faces.
And like
Because
the
have you have
coloring is off.
Have you seen? Yeah, exactly. The coloring is completely off, and then you get weird things like this where it glitches. It does like a color
Yeah.
mess up. Whatever is happening here. Have you seen the one in Tokyo Disney?
I don't think I have.
They're proper like animatronics and they're like full body. They are really impressive.
Oh, that looks incredible.
The crazier part is there is a scene where it's frozen, and then she like the whole like love thing. So the projection of it freezing thaws away, and then her loose fitting like cloak thingy, it
Hmm.
falls as if it was frozen.
That's crazy.
See, they just got the coolest shit there. It's impressive.
I want to go.
I also don't like how wet I get on this ride and how wet the bench is, so I only might ride it if I need an AC break.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I miss Nordstrom.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Maelstrom, not
Maelstrom.
Nordstrom.
Nordstrom.
I was
What
thinking
is
about
Nordstrom? That sounds
it's like a
familiar though.
store, Nordstrom, Nordstrom
Oh.
Rack.
I think Maelstrom was fun. I know it
Yeah.
was kind of creepy, but I think it was fun because it felt very like Nordic.
Yeah.
Next, we're heading to the Hall of Presidents.
Uh,
No, that seems wrong. That's the one in Magic Kingdom. What's
yeah.
this one?
American
American.
Adventure, I think.
That seems more right. Probably American
Yeah.
Adventure. Um, Lindsay, you're American. What are your thoughts on the American Adventure?
I'm not gonna lie. I just remember there's like these animatronics that pop up from like the ground. And then
Does
on
the
top
Trump animatronic do like a Freddy Fazbear jump scare on you?
no Trump on this one. But that's what I remember. And then there's like this montage at the end, and it just like shows a bunch of like historical people. And I don't know,
The
it's nice
Hillary
in
Clinton
there.
animatronic.
Oh my god. It's just like really nice in there because there's AC. So I mean to me, like anything with AC, that's probably like a great ride. But like
Damn.
in terms of its content, I'd probably say it's a might ride. Like I don't want to sit
Okay.
through like America like that. I'm at
Yeah, I
Disney.
think I think you're tooting America's own horn a little too much if you put a great ride. So I don't
Yeah.
think I've even stepped foot in here. It's never seemed like to draw me in.
Oh, we're gonna go.
That seems like a threat.
It is.
Oh my god. Next on the list, is, in my opinion, just a watered down version of the one at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast sing along. I just don't want to go to a sing along.
No.
No, you neither.
No. That's like the worst place for AC too. Like people are singing, like shut up.
It's also French, so
Yeah.
ew. However,
The
there's one
songs are
good
in
part about
French.
France. Ratatouille.
I love rats.
Where are we putting it? What are your thoughts?
Um,
Because it's also 3D, so I do get a little sick. But what are your thoughts?
I want to say it's a might ride
It's a might ride.
for me. Yeah. And this
I
is
wanted to say good. I think might is a little too low.
all right. Good. Good. We'll say good.
Good.
You want to know
Add
what I
this.
was?
Yeah, let's hear
Oh,
it.
sorry. I was gonna say. You
Damn,
know.
this whole episode is just us cutting each other off.
I
We
know.
gotta
I'm so
work on this.
sorry. I'm so
We gotta work on
sorry.
this.
You know what I was doing 3 years ago today?
Watching Ratatouille.
Mm-mm. Riding
Eating a block of
Ratatouille.
cheese. Oh shit.
Today was the day the ride opened 3 years ago.
Today?
Yeah, I was there for opening day.
Nerd.
I love rats. What can I say?
You know, I named the first time I did the ride. I named my rat that we got in
What did you
because
name
it's
it?
Charles Entertainment Cheese is Chuck E. Cheese. So we did Frederick Andrew Fromage, so that it was Fred A. Fromage. So it was like a French version of Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, I love it.
Oh no, do we ride?
Yeah.
Soft opening date? What does that even mean?
Where they like test it.
Oh yeah, October 1st. Oh, and then today while we're filming is birthday of Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Mm-hmm. Very
Happy
fitting.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Last on the list, and we're just over an hour, so I think we timed it pretty well. The Canada 360 ride. I think it's good, but it's too out of the way to ride it.
I've never done it.
I mean, I haven't done the American one, so I can't judge you for not doing the Canadian one.
Yeah.
It's a might ride only because it's really tucked away. You have to walk past like a lot to get to it, so people don't even know it exists. But it has the 360 funnel vision.
The hamster in my head is not
He's taking a
computing
nap.
that. He's like, what
360
is that?
show Epcot? Why can't I think about it? What it's called? Circle vision, not funnel vision.
Funnel vision. That's funny.
Whoops. No, but it's like one of the original ones when Walt Disney like made it, or like I think they imported it to Epcot because it's something that Walt wanted. I don't know, something like that. Something historic like that. But
Ooh.
that is all of it. That's
Our
all the
Epcot.
rides. That's all the shows. We're not a Disney podcast. We swear.
We promise.
This is not a Disney podcast.
No.
Tune in next week when we do Hollywood Studios. No, we're not going to do Hollywood Studios next week. Next week, actually, heads up, will be our Halloween episode.
Oh yeah.
Just talk about the difference in Halloween up north versus down south in Florida. But for this episode, I hope you all enjoyed our little ranking. And if you agree, great. If you disagree, too bad. Sucks to be you. Until next week, I hope. Finish my sentence.
Stay wild.
That's not a proper sentence.
Okay. Started from the top.
I hope
you have a great day and you stay wild.
No, we're fucking up. This ended so badly.
God.
We could make it Disney. We could change it and say, "We hope you have a magical day. Magical week.
Wait, what?
Stay magical.
Stay magical.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Disney episodes, everybody. Stay magical. Your turn.
Oh.
And end it off. This is the true ending of this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Lindsay, take it away.
Thanks for watching The Jungle Hour and stay wild.
Magical. We just
magical.
said this, Lindsay.